Challenge, break down.
It's Brice and Wendell with the challenge.
Break down.
CBS reality, royalty to be crowned.
Survivor Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother.
Survivor Love Island,
Amazing Race and Big Brother. It's Brice and Wendell with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wendell with the challenge.
Break down.
It's Brice and Wendell with the challenge.
Break down. Welcome to the challenge. Break down. It's your boy Wendell Holland, Wendeezy, the one and only. Recording live from Austin, Texas, with my brother from another mother, the purple one himself, Mr. Indigo himself, Mr. Perp, young Perp, Perpity Perp, the one and only Brice Isaiah, ladies and gentlemen. Where's my bell? Okay, you got me. Now, be sure to hit that subscribe button, please. Get in them comments, talk yo-ish, and also make sure you listen and subscribe and give your baby boy some 5 stars on I'm trying on all streaming sites on the Purple Pants Podcast. Brice, help me out.
You're doing amazing, Wendeezy. Glad to be back. Just a big kudos and shout out to you. You're on doing amazing things, and we could talk later about that. But again, I just want to say privately and on air, giving you your flowers. I think what you are doing is very inspiring, and you should be very proud of yourself.
Respect, brother. I appreciate you, man. Working hard.
And working hard. If working hard was a person, we have the Brice and Wendell Tour 45 getting ready to kick off. And so it is really exciting. We will be in Toronto next week for Survivor 45 premiere watch party. Ozzy and Jam Jam will be there. And listen, we have so much stuff. We've got a welcome party. We got a panel. We have a whole press day. Okay, listen, your baby boys is fun. I mean, I feel like we should just shoot a pilot. Okay, you feel me?
Okay, I'm saying.
Yes, but the Brice and Wendell Tour 45 officially kicks off next week. We will be in Toronto, followed by New York, followed by DC, followed by Philadelphia, followed by New Orleans, followed by LA. If you have ever been to a Brice and Wendell present, then you know the vibes. And if you have never been, this is your opportunity now, okay? Don't wait. Don't play. Click the link in the Brice and Wendell Instagram or the Twitter and bless your life. And we will see you on the road.
Yes, we will. Should be a really, really fun tour this season. We're trying to do it a little bigger, and we're gonna do that. Yes. Now, let's get into this episode.
Now, before we get into the episode, let me just start by saying this.
Not too much on Seb.
Okay, listen, let me just say this. Spicy Brice is gonna have to come out this episode, but let's get into the episode.
Okay, let's get into the episode. I don't have any notes, but I'm going off of memory here. We start. You want Brice?
This how the episode start. Sebastian and Tori is loving it up. They're happy to be together. And I'm not even, at this point in time, I'm not even mad at Sebastian and Tori. I kind of sort of like them. And, after listening to the Johnny Bananas podcast and finding out some of the stuff that Sebastian would allow Tori to do.
Don't, Brice, I said not too much on Seb. Stop it.
The puzzles connect.
Stop, Brice. First of all, Seb is gonna punch you in your throat when he sees you. Second of all, you're not allowed into his party.
Listen, I am all good. I don't have no issues with Sebastian. But Sebastian and Tori are, they are
boo loving.
They boo love it. And again, I'm like, it's the editing for me, right? Because I'm like, okay, they don't really have, where's Tyler and Alyssa? But Okay, if foreshadowing was a person,
Your
n-
girl Michaela is trying to let him know your boy, your domestic partner Underwood is getting a little messy. He's putting the mess in domestic partner, Brice.
oh, okay.
Okay.
That's not the only thing he put in. Here's the thing. That Michaela and Chris scene I thought was really good, right? But the thing that I thought was the best thing about it was Sebastian, get your ass from out the kitchen. Okay. Sebastian was like, oh, is it tea going on? Let me
Mhm.
stay up and listen. Um,
Yeah.
again, I thought Michaela kind of sort of letting Chris know about himself that, like, hey, it's very obvious that, like, you're playing both sides. And I think that it's important that you should reel it in. Like, my one critique of my good sis Michaela is if you know, if you suspect a snake is a snake, going to a snake and saying, hey, are you a snake? Like, I just feel like I appreciated her because, like, if one thing we know about Michaela, what is she? Survivor strong. And she like,
Mhm.
listen, you out in these streets, and it's not giving Survivor strong. It's giving you
Mhm.
all over the place. Now, mind you, ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, he playing his game, okay? That's how you gotta play
Mhm.
the game. I feel like it coulda, woulda, maybe best served Michaela to keep that information to herself, to utilize it. But again, Michaela is so survivor strong, and I love that for her, and I love that about her, that it's like she's really trying to keep the numbers. But at this point in time, it's an individual immunity. Individual, like, it, you see what time he on, keep that information and utilize that to best serve you.
Okay, there's a couple things here. I think I do like when you understand a snake is a snake and you keep it. I get that. I think that's a good strategy. Now, there are a lot of people in that house that play multiple sides. This is what a lot ever like look at Michelle's game. She plays every like she's in everywhere.
But does she
Michaela was
own it?
just does she own it?
I think just well, the
In
fact
the
that you're
confessional, she does. In the
but
confessional, she
but
does.
see, I feel like, see, that's why I kind of sort of want to disagree with you a little bit. I feel like that, or I don't know, or maybe that it is we've seen enough of Michelle on these shows to know
Yeah,
what her resume is like, right? And so I guess with a Chris, it's like we don't know what your resume on this show is, and so we're like we're using the honor system with you.
correct. You're right. So we know Michelle. Okay. Michaela, wasn't she just talking to piecing things up with bananas a couple weeks ago? Is she playing multiple sides too? No, because
Well,
she's
because she
very clearly Survivor strong.
rush, she
Yeah,
pieced things up with bananas to let him know
yeah, yeah. Okay.
what time
All
it
right.
is.
Fair enough. So Michaela's calling Chris, letting Chris know she know what time it is, and to clean it up. Okay. She's giving Chris the heads up.
Right.
Yeah.
And which to like it kind of sort of, and which she just spins her. And again, but I really do feel like Michaela was coming from a place of love here. Like it wasn't like Michaela was like, like Michaela is like, what baby boy, what is you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's like, okay, okay, editors, do your thing. We get to the challenge this week. Um,
What do
now
we have
which
here?
I mean, I like I don't know. I feel like this is TJ and this is JT's cousin.
Yeah, because
Cause it's
I don't.
like, right, it's the cousin that ain't really from the hood, and it's the cousin that's not really from the suburbs. Like this the cousin that live in the middle.
Okay, I like it. Red polo shirt.
Okay.
Not, yeah,
Not
I like.
buttoned up. You can see the white and red shirt underneath, the collar. Like, TJ is TJing right here. So
Mhm.
I ain't
Respect.
mad at it. Respect to it. Speed jumps. Whoo.
What?
This was a a great challenge, right? And I feel like, but let's just get
All
intos.
right. The first heat is you're jumping on a trampoline that is lifted up according to your height. So it's they wanted to make sure that they emphasize fairness. And you're jumping on the trampoline and looking over something to see all these numbers at random to you're doing it wrong. To get out of the first heat, you have to add all these numbers up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And who comes in first place, Brice? You might have conveniently forgot that my main man, the one and only fish himself, Sebastian, comes in first place at a math problem.
Well, when the numbers were 1, 0, 2, and 3.
They were 9, 8.
Okay, it's not hard to
But
get 1, 0, 2, and 3.
your girl, Dr. Desi Williams, did not get it.
Okay, but so I said, okay, Sebastian, I ain't mad at
Okay.
that. Now, what I was mad at was when this person finally got the right answer. I was like,
Don't say Josh.
why is
Ah,
you
Josh. I knew you were gonna say Josh. I saw him running.
I said, what is going on, Josh? I listen, Josh said, I got the number right. 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 Okay.
Yo, yo, your man Josh. When I saw him running, I was like, I've seen him do this on Instagram before. It looked like one of his CrossFit workouts or whatever those workouts Josh does. He was training for this run right
He
here.
was training. Okay. It was his time to shine.
Then
And
he's like,
boy,
yeah.
did he do that. So we had our first heat, Josh, Sebastian, Fessel. Then we had Chanel, Michelle, and Tori. Now, Michelle was like, how the hell did I get in here?
She should have tapped out. She should have just let some. She should have let Michaela jump in there.
So I mean, but listen, Michelle got points. Now I felt well, obviously, Tori. I don't know what Tori went down.
My back is broke.
My neck and my back. Okay, because Tori went
Fine.
down, but shout out to Tori because she got back up and she did the darn thing. Now, shout out to my girl Chanel Nelly. Okay, she said in them confessionals, I used to play basketball, I used to do lacrosse, I do squats. Okay, I got a 3-pointer. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this.
And
Chanel got up there, and I don't know what happened, but it was like it was a tag team. It was a tag team battle, and girl, my spirit tagged into her, and it was me up there.
Bryce, that's what I was waiting to ask you.
It was Chanel channeled me up there. I took over her body by accident, so that wasn't really Chanel. That was me. But because I listen, I feel like, and this would have been a good. Sometimes the trucks and the trampolines just don't align, right? Like they just don't. But I'm still happy that my good sis, she talked a good game, and sometimes you don't deliver, but I'm still happy that you show up. Uh, and Fessel was out here talking about sometimes it's good to go last so you could see. And now
uh,
this is where Fessel was like, I'm confused as to why Josh and Sebastian are jumping before they get to the thing. He's like, all you need is one good jump. Now, I'm a king on trampoline, okay? Anytime there's a house, or we didn't do a delivery in Atlanta, and y'all was wondering where I was at, and where was I at? On a trampoline.
yes,
Okay. I love a trampoline.
uncoordinated self.
But Fessel did his thing and he got 18 points. And Fessel did the Fessel thing and went up and went, oh, okay. I said, yay, I am here for Fessel. And so
We know Fessel's a super athlete.
he's a beast.
We know he's a super athlete,
Beast.
and especially we know Fessel is an athlete, and
Beast.
we know Fessel's great at sports, and when it comes to jumping, he's gonna
Beast mode.
we know he's a good athlete, and
Beast.
we know that Fessel can jump. So when it comes to jumping,
Beast mode.
shut up. Yeah, this is right within his wheelhouse. So it was clear that okay, whatever you want to call him. So he did great. Fessel wins, Tori win, and now the episode gets fun.
And now, okay, that was the prelude. Okay, that was like the intro.
Yeah.
Fessel won, and the episode started.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, we get a conversation.
Corey had 1 second.
No, first of all, leave Corey Wharton. Shout out to my man. Thank you to my man. Okay. We get a conversation with Chris, Fessel, and Corey. On that midnight train to Georgia, putting on the midnight train, putting on.
No,
I'm leaving.
Take this photo down.
On the midnight train, putting on the midnight train. Choo, choo, choo,
There's a photo with Corey and Fessel and Chris Underwood on the screen for no reason. Take them down, Brice. Let's hear what
okay.
Leave them alone.
Sorry, I was buying a train ticket. Okay. One way, okay? Not a round trip. Chris, Fessel, and Corey. We know that Chris is like, I'm tight with Fessel, I'm tight with Corey. They're my number ones, or that I'm really close with them. And Chris is like, whatever you guys do, like, I just don't want to go in again. And Fessel is like, I do what I can do, bro. Like, Fessel kind of like gives him a little lip service. Like, but again, Fessel's like, I'm going in there with Tori. I know Tori is going to have non-negotiables. And so I'm going to try to say, well, if you don't want it to be Sebastian, here are some of my non-negotiables. And Chris is like very happy with that. What are your thoughts about like this politicking?
Fessel's giving him lip service. I really think Fessel knows that he'll probably have to allow Chris to go in, and I think he's giving him lip service. And
so I don't think that, right? Like, I don't think that he was giving him lip service, right? I think that he was saying, listen, Tori is going to want a certain thing. This is the avenue in which that I'm going to try to pitch. And so I think that that's really kind of sort of where he left it. So I don't think that that's lip service. However, I think the issue is when he got into this meeting with Tori, they started discussing things, right? When it was the deliberations. And I really feel like in that moment, Fessel was like, I don't like, I'm cool with you. I don't want to throw your name in there, but giving these circumstances, and I want to keep Big Brother strong, because now all of a sudden,
now he's Big Brother.
Now he's Big Brother strong. I'm just waiting for him to say he's what's that ninja? I'm waiting for him to say he Ninja Warrior strong, because I mean, but so it comes out that they are going for Chris and they are going for Cassidy. Because again, anyone else that's not in the Survivor Alliance, now you could call me Michaela on this podcast, because I'm Survivor strong. We are halfway through the season and a Survivor has not gone home yet.
That's amazing.
You have two people in this deliberation that are not Survivor. What do you think is going to happen?
they're gonna do something to break this survivor strength up.
And here's the thing that I will say. Kudos to Desi, Chanel, and at this point, Michelle, because that little
Okay.
Destiny's Child, that little 3LW right there,
What about Michaela? She's with them.
she is with, oh, I'm sorry, Michaela, Desi, and Chanel.
Nobody's
That
shooting at them. They got a strong little
Tori
yeah,
is rooming with Cassidy.
and she don't want to touch them with a 10-foot pole.
And she ain't wanna, she said, I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. She ain't want to touch Real W. She ain't want to touch Destiny's Child. And I
Uh-huh.
said, "Ooh, now, baby, you know it's gonna be some ish if food is around." And what happens? Chris Underwood waits till the food is around. And Chris is like, "Thanks for having my back, Fessel." Now, I was not mad at Fessel right here. Fessel was like, bro,
He kept it real funky.
he kept it real funky. Like, listen, I want to keep Big Brother strong. Like, y'all ain't never go in. I ain't want you to go in, dog. But like, good luck.
That's it.
Good.
Tyler's big brother. He was on the same season with me. Sorry, bruh.
Like, and
He kept
like that.
he kept it
And
hundred.
he did. And it's like I do feel bad for Chris because I do feel like it's like the carpet is being pulled up under you. However, I feel like you got to get your feet wet, Chris. Like Fessel, if you've watched his evolution through the challenge, like he has gotten the carpet pulled up out of him multiple times. And so the house got a little tense, but
Yeah.
you could give me your thoughts because I gotta do something real quick. So continue to give me your thoughts on what you think is happening because we about to go to the club scene.
Oh goodness. Well, the only thing I'll say is, first of all, I forgot to mention I watched this at Cassidy's watch party here in Austin,
Shout
which
out to
was cool.
Cassidy.
Shout out to Cassidy. Now, I don't know. I think Brice might be putting on a costume right now or something, or getting ready to go to the club or something. But my only takeaway is at this point, Underwood he was politicking a lot. Once he realized he's going in, he's running around telling everybody that he wants it to be a girls' elimination night to preserve him from going down there and having to go against someone. And at this, what the hell are you doing, Brice?
I'm listening to you. But I also think that what Chris doesn't also understand is that like there aren't that many girls left, right? And so when you have to run the challenge at the end, you need to be with a strong girl. So the odds of them, like, you know, it is in the odds, in my opinion, of the men to be like, let's, if we can get a men eliminated, get a man out, like, it still preserves us from having a strong girl.
Yes. And Brice, what explains the eye black that you just put on?
So
Are
I,
you are you playing for Coach Prime? Are you on the
I,
Colorado? Are you on Colorado?
I have to get ready
What do
because
you get ready for?
because we at the club, okay? Pop bottles in the club, bump, 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 and all of a sudden, on Jeff Probst's internet, Sebastian,
Brice,
Sebastian wants to play with fire. Sebastian wants to
Corey
come
is
up
not
with
your man. He's not your
Sebastian wants to come up with, first of all, Sebastian using my personal nickname for Corey, Big Boy.
man.
Talk about it's time to get Big Boy up out of here. It's time. He ain't been doing nothing. And you know, I want to arise this plan to get rid of Big Boy. One thing, but you're not gonna do, Sebastian, what they call you, Seb, mermaid man. I don't have a problem with Sebastian, right? But when you playing with my family, when you
He's
playing
not.
with my livelihood,
He's
when
nothing
you
to
play
you.
when you playing with Big Boy, we got problems. We got problems.
Corey's not your family.
Corey ain't did nothing. And listen, when Corey hears something, okay, the type of man Corey is, hear something, say something. Corey pulled right up on Sebastian. He said, "Hey yo, first of all, I heard you calling me big boy. That's Bryce Isaiah nickname. So we ain't gonna be doing that." "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't I didn't say that." "So what's the problem?" "I'm hearing
Where?
through multiple grapevines you saying big boy, it's time to get him out." "Oh no, I did not.
Why are you
I
giving him this leprechaun accent?
I heard it through the Underwood." Now, that was the only saving grace, because if Ish or me while I'm down was a person, okay? If throw me under the bus had a bus driver, Sebastian said, beep, beep, beep.
He said it was Underwood.
Now,
He did it.
now, I okay. What? Chris try to eat his food. Now, why Sebastian would do that?
I love him. I love him. I love you, Seb. That is wonderful. Like my man.
So I couldn't even be mad at Sebastian at that point, because it's like, okay, now you really trying to lie. Now you're making a great story. And Corey is just like, bless his heart. He's just like, "I'm hearing a lot of different things. I don't know what's going on." And then also Berkshire and Murky. I'm
Murray.
seeing, Chris getting a little FaceTime with Kate. Show my FaceTimes with Corey. Okay, this would have been a perfect time to boop.
Y'all don't FaceTime. He doesn't call you. He doesn't have your number. He doesn't FaceTime you from the Challenge USA.
So I was not getting face calls from Ukraine.
Not from him.
I wasn't getting FaceTimes from where they at? Czechoslovakia.
From where?
Wait, where are they at?
Did you miss an entire syllable?
Czechoslovakia. Czech.
Czechoslovakia. Brice, here's what I'll say. When Seb goes on these shows and says it's time to start taking out the big boys, that's usually take Corey off of the screen. I got something to say. Brice, fine. All I'm saying is usually that's when Seb his game is going down a little bit, because I remember on Ghost Island he wanted to take a big shot at Dom and he started saying that, and I want to say that was the night Seb went home.
So keep my man name out your mouth. I saw him say to you, Seb. Okay, you could drive the bus over Chris Underwood all you want, but keep his name out your mouth. Now, we just were talking about Michelle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here is a million reasons why I love Michelle. Now, mind you, Chris Underwood is if how you want your eggs in the morning was a person, okay? Chris is given scrambled, okay? He over that house talking to everybody, talking to Cassidy, talking about, yeah, we need to target this. Talking to Michaela, we need to target her. Talking to Michelle, talking to Bananas, talking to Child.
Everybody.
At this point, he was talking to Dusty in the water, because Dusty has been swimming up there every day to check on his Lord and Savior, Peaches. So They even had a scene of Chris talking with Dusty.
He wrote
Now,
Dusty a note.
okay. Now, word has gotten back that he's saying everything about everyone, everything. So, mind you, he goes in to talk to Bananas and to Wesley. And Wesley gives a confessional like, I kind of feel bad. Chris is sinking his own ship. And the hole in the ship is Chris. Like, I kind of feel bad for him. And so he's going to Bananas and Wesley to talk about what he could do. And baby, if any of you people that hate on Michelle, okay, why she always get to go on these shows? Baby, this moment right here, in my opinion, is why we stand for Queen Michelle. She go knock knock, and she sees the audience, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I was looking for you. I had wanted to talk to you. I heard you was throwing my name around." Now, mind you, it's like the conversation that he's having. Like again, Sebastian opened the door to the bus and let Michelle get on so that she could drive it. Because not Chris is in there talking to Wes and Bananas, and now it's like he's talking about like I don't know, I feel like I'm alone. And then like here's a part of the reason why you feel like you're alone. Michelle come in and it's like, what's up? Like, what you gonna do? Like, why am I hearing you saying my name? What do you like? What's your thoughts on that, Wendell? Is it that Chris is too trusting? Is it that like he's just scrambling? Is it that this is his first show outside of Survivor, so he just doesn't know the culture, and this is like literally him touching the stove?
I think he's trying to play Michelle's game, and I think Michelle plays it a lot better than him. But I also think she has the benefit of having a few seasons under her belt, so she has a lot more friendships than he does. I also think it's a lot easier for her to play a social game just because that's the nature of who she is. And so when you have this guy who is a very clear, big, strong physical threat in this game, who is a winner, and when he starts trying to play this politicking game and making deals with everybody, I think it's viewed a little different, and especially as a first timer on the challenge. And I think at this point, not only do people want to break up this Survivor 7, but he is like big homie out there. So why we want to break this Survivor 7 up, but also get a big dog out of this game. I think Chris is an easy scapegoat. Easy. He's not easy to get out of the game. He's an easy target. And because they vote him in, I think you then put another monster down there. I don't think you throw all your votes on Seb, but that's just what I think. I might be getting ahead of myself.
That could be true. And so it like
Or I'm sorry, I think you throw another big boy down there. Fix your face.
what we not gonna do. And sometimes people have to learn the hard way. We don't tolerate that type of disrespect from my big boy. And so, but no, my real question to you is, right, is this the hazing process, right? Is this the growing pains of being on a show like The Challenge? And can we be mad at how Chris is playing? Like, again, it is a bit sloppy in that sense, but his back is against the wall. Will we rather him be a little sloppy, or would we rather him just be in the gym tightening up, getting ready to go in? Like, that is what my question is.
Entertainment wise, I'd rather him be sloppy. Entertainment wise, I want this to be a very entertaining show, and I think season 2 has been that. Entertainment wise, I want to see him trying to politic with these fools after just trying to backdoor them all. I want to see people calling him out for it. I don't want to see him being quiet, shutting up, and locking in the gym. Nah, I want to see you talking to people and people calling you out.
Yeah, just my problem is with that is that like I genuinely think that like when he's having these conversations, I really think that like, he is thinking that they are like buying and believing it. So it's like every time it gets blown up in his face, it's like, oh, Underwood. No, no. And then
Yeah.
it's like, why they got all the clips of him talking to all the people? Like, my
All the receipts.
stop doing my husband like that. Um, we get down and child, I don't know what TJ this is that we get today at the challenge. But I kind of like the jacket a little bit.
That's the new jacket. That's a big. What color is it? Is it lavender? Is it periwinkle? Is it a sky blue? What is it? Is it what is
I
it?
think it's
Lilac?
a big boy blue.
Big boy blue.
And then we get to the hopper, and baby, they throw in Sebastian, Tyler, Alyssa, and Bananas. Now,
Yeah.
this is also where I do be feeling like, I mean, the hopper is a lot better than the algorithm, but I do feel like the balls just don't be hopping out. Like I do feel like the odds that it like would be best for him to go against them. I don't know. I just feel like,
Oh, okay. All right.
was a little something something. So trick
What is
trick
this challenge?
boom. Now this challenge is an interesting challenge. It's a challenge that I think that you would potentially do well at, Wendeezy. They have to stand on this elevated platform and they have to arrange these trash cans that have these poles with bases on them, or flat boards that are angled, and you have to angle the trash cans with the boards on them to be able, in a way that when you drop a ball down, it has to hit, boom, tick tick tick, boom, into the designated trash can.
Mm-hmm.
And after they get the first ball in, then there's a fourth trash can that is brought in, that's like the trick shot that gotta seem like gotta jump over something to get somewhere. Uh, and I'm like, this might be Sebastian's game to win. It feels like this would be something that I would think that Sebastian is good at. I also reminded me, I think Chris had talked about this, reminded him when he got voted out third. Let's not forget that Chris is a member of the Bryce Isaiah illustrious Third Boot Club, right? And throughout the episode, Chris kept talking about how it kind of reminded him of Edge of Extinction, and that like he was on an island of his own, because he might have been in Czechoslovakia, but he was by himself. But don't underestimate the Underwood. And I really feel like a fire was lit for him. And he's out here. They showed the montage, the picture of Kate, our beautiful daughter, and myself, and he is out there, trying to win this money for his family. So Chris was locked in. And Sebastian, at first I'm like, oh, this was something Sebastian would be really, really good at. But it was two balls
He,
in. To two balls
oh,
in, I was like, okay,
hey, yo,
this is gonna be a tighter race than I thought.
whoa,
However, it's not gonna be easy to pull out. You're gonna have
whoa, oh,
you gotta go all in or nothing at all.
yo, you are flagrant on the pod right now.
The pressure was on. Okay. It clinched up. I was like, I don't know I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
Um, and Sebastian almost got it on, and it also was
Whoa,
like Sebastian almost got it off.
whoa, finish it. Whoa,
He missed the hole a couple of times, but
whoa.
Chris was able to chick boom in. Also, which was like very awkward, is that like the whole house is like rooting for Sebastian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that has to be so awkward, where no one really is helping Chris. But ultimately,
Underwood gets it done.
well, and again, before we even get like, I mean, yes, but
Don't
before
see another photo of Corey.
I'm just saying, uh, when you play with my big daddy, when you play with my Corey, when you mention his name, just know it's consequences that come with it. And if you think it's something, right? Sebastian was up against who? Chris
Chris.
Underwood. And who won? Chris Underwood. And who sent Sebastian home? My other man. Thank you to my man. Shout out to my other man. Don't play. Don't play. I dare him mention
They're not
Corey name.
they're not your mans.
Uh you can ask Chris Underwood if his wife and I are sister wives. You can
You're
ask him
not.
that. We are.
You're not.
And Corey is fine. It's only a matter of time. But regardless of what I think about Sebastian, regardless if Sebastian played me or not 5 years ago, I definitely think that he added a lot to this season. And I think that he will be missed. I think that he did a great job for him to be a newbie. I think, I mean, if they if it was Dusty or Sebastian, I mean, I bring Sebastian back. So I definitely think, no, shout out to Dusty. I love Dusty. But no, I definitely think Sebastian did his thing this season. So I was sad to see him go.
Seb's my man. I love that dude to death, man. So I was sad to see him go. One of the flaws in his game is he really puts his heart into some of these ladies on this show, and I think that might cloud his judgment or get in the way of his game sometimes. Um, but Sebastian is a great, great, great person, and I hope he beats your behind, and I hope he doesn't let you into any more parties when we see him in Florida. And that is what it is. Respect. Seb, job well done. Better luck next time, my friend.
Shout out to Underwood. I am worried at this point for Underwood to go back into this house. However, I feel like they better I think they counted Chris out, and I think that again, we have seen on Survivor, like he will risk it all. He gave up immunity.
Yeah.
So my thing is you better put him out while you can. Like at this point, if I'm the vets or anybody else, I would just keep throwing Chris in at this point because like when you awaken the giant.
Well, I want to see him play against a big dog down there.
Okay, well, we could see him against Bananas. We could see him against Wes. We could see him against Fessel. We could see him
I want to
against
see him against any of
Josh.
them.
You don't want to see him
I,
against Josh?
I'd like to. I'd like to see him against any of them.
So what? So what? How do you think? What do you think? How do you think that matchup would go between Chris and Josh?
I plead the fifth. If it's a running my money's on Underwood, brother. Josh hasn't gotten the job done. I love Josh. I love Josh, but he hasn't gotten the job done.
Who do you have, Chris or Corey?
Chris or Corey, I think it depends on. I think it depends on the challenge, but I still give it to Chris because Corey hasn't gotten the job done.
And what job have you gotten done?
I just finished the job today. We wrapped, brother.
Okay, well, the last job we saw you was on Winners at War, and that job ain't get done. So I'm just, for you talk about jobs unfinished, just watch how you talk about Corey, okay?
They call me Coach Prime.
Okay. They call me Mr. Boombastic. I don't know how the rest of that song goes.
Call
Also,
me fantastic. So I said that she said the best of whoa. Monte, come me fantastic. Tell me that the says I'm Mr. Whoa.
is that how the song
Whoa.
go? Uh,
Just like a
ba-
silly.
action, action for the move, so we can do it, they move. I need to
Action.
shine, action for the move, so we can do it, they move.
I
I
need
need some
some.
that.
My chemistry
She
is
is
going
calling. Can you
because
call
a
a
train
chain
wreck.
reaction? I don't know. That used to be the jam when I was like not born. But all right, well, this has been your challenge breakdown. We will be back this week giving you breaking down episode 10 for you, and we'll see you on the road. Tickets are available for Brice and Wendell Present, link in the Instagram bio, and we'll see you on the road. We got some more surprises for you. Corey, call me.
We back. Y'all know that
We back.
Came into your city and you know we brought that team back.
It's Brice and Win with the challenge breakdown. It's Brice and Win with the challenge breakdown. It's Brice and Win with the challenge breakdown.